Okay. So I'm not going to repeat because I generally explain how to analyze the option chain and then go in detail into tools like cumulative OI change, multi-strike OI, and all those things. So I'll just jump to total PECE OI because I had got quite a few questions. People wanted me to go through this again in detail. So we'll go through that. And once this is done, then you can tell me what tool you would like to know about, and then I'll discuss about that. So just a minute here. Okay, total PECE OI. Now this is the one under beta is where we are adding lots of features. The main thing we have added here is the percentage OI change chart, which is the percentage OI change. These two columns here. These columns are the time slot wise difference between total CEOI change and total PEOI change for the day. So this will be clear if I show you the old one. This is old one in the sense the current one here. This is the current one here, and these are the total CEOI change, total PEOI change. These columns are not there in beta. We'll be adding it in 1 or 2 days. So what we are doing is we are going to give you a column selector here. So since there are too many columns, and because as we add more columns, they'll not fit here. So we're going to give column selector here. So then these two columns also will get added over here. But basically these columns are a time slot wise change. That is change between these two time slots. These two, this difference is actually this. So this is what it is. And this we are of course showing it in percentage based on the total CEOI change. So this difference is that, and we are showing it by percentage because we want to highlight the unwinding here. This whatever is above 0 is built up, and whatever is below 0, this is unwinding. So let me zoom it here. So these are unwinding that are happening, and these are of our interest. I mean, we are mainly concerned about the unwinding for analysis. Of course, buildup is important, that's for sure, because this will tell you the kind of strength that is there in the move that is going on. And it'll also confirm you if that move is really strong or not. So buildup is important, but unwinding will tell you if there is any counter move coming in, or whether the move in the direction, if it's going to go on ahead. So it will tell you the strength of the ongoing move also. And again, this is, I'd like to say there is a comment that somebody recently posted in the group saying that on Friday, the OI didn't work as it should. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it need not. I mean, there's nothing magical about this. These are just positions coming into the market. So there's nothing really magical about this. So we are just analyzing OI and OI changes. So we are just trying to get some clues as to the direction in the direction of the market. So there's nothing magical about this. So you have to understand this first. This is just one more indicator for you to use. So like you use RSI and all that. So this is something different. So as this is based on OI and OI change, so this is going to be slightly different. It's not based on price. So this is one additional confirmation indicator that you can use, but don't rely exclusively on this, that when you look at unwinding happening, then you go and try to do something, or you enter a trade and all that. No, it can't be done like that. You still need to confirm it with price, but this might give you some indication, some clues before the move happens. it may not happen every day, because if you see this is Friday. On Friday, when was mostly sideways, and another important thing here is after 3 o'clock, just don't do any kind of analysis for this moves. All this is just intraday positions closing. So don't analyze this too much. So until 3 o'clock, there's some validity to whatever is happening, but after that, nothing. So on sideways days, what is going to happen is you'll see very small percentage changes. This is the percentage here, and I like to see at least something more than 1%. So minus 1% here in case of unwinding. So if it is not even minus 1%, then that does not carry much significance. So now here, if you see, this was a sideways day, so nothing much was happening. So on this day, obviously nothing is going to work. I mean, the OI definitely is not going to work, because the traders are not committing to any side. So if there is a trend happening, then only then the unwinding will start. Because unless one side is feeling that now holding the position is going to be risky going forward, so they won't unwind until they feel that. So some panic has to set in. The price has to move in one direction. Only then you will see unwinding here. If the market starts to go down strongly, then you will start people closing their put positions. The put writers will start closing positions. So until that time, if it is sideways, then you will not see any unwinding over here happening. Serious unwinding will not be there. So you see nothing. I mean, more than minus 1% is not. The first one that happened was at 3.5. This is more like closing of positions for the day has started. So nothing much here. Let us go back a little bit into history. We'll see just the expiry day. Now here, this is itself is 2%. This is 5% here. This is 2% here. 1.5%, 1%. So all these are significant. All these are significant. Huge significance is there. So something like this can be analyzed. But if there is all the unwinding that is happening is less than 1%, then you have to be careful. You don't use that for your trading. Even this, of course, you need to confirm it with price, but you at least have some strong unwinding happening here, so you can use that information. Let us go a day before that. Here, this line is 3%. So here, 1.44, 1.44, 1%, 1%. Again, here, 2%, 2%. Here, so this again you can use. This is usable.
Hello, sir. Any stock screener is available in iChart? Can I explain in Hindi?
Stock screener ये टूल होने के बाद बात करेंगे. मैं बात करूंगा. एक ही है हमारे पास, ये जो फ्यूचर्स OI स्कैन है. तो इसके बारे में बात करेंगे, थोड़ा बात करेंगे. तो पहले ये पूरा टूल एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा मैं, उसके बाद वहां पे जाएंगे. कोई भी आगे आपको जो भी टूल आपको.
Because sir, I am beginner in iChart.
ओके. तो ये जो टूल मैं समझा रहा हूँ डिटेल में, ये इसके बारे में मैंने हमारे जो प्रीवियस वेबिनार्स है, तो आप अगर जाके देखेंगे तो आपको बहुत बेसिक से मिलेगा उसमें. आज मैं बेसिक्स में नहीं जा रहा हूँ थोड़ा, क्योंकि इसके बारे में डिटेल में चाहिए था लोग.
ऑलरेडी मैंने अदर वेबसाइट पे काम किया है, लेकिन iChart का थोड़ा बहुत मालूम नहीं है.
ओके.
और जितना हो सके उतना आप हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन कीजिए प्लीज.
हिंदी में भी समझाऊंगा मैं. एक बार ये होने के बाद हिंदी में भी समझाऊंगा. ये टूल के बारे में डिटेल में हिंदी में भी मैंने जस्ट पिछले वेबिनार में बताया. तो और ये आप यहाँ जाके वीडियोस में जाके देख सकते हैं पूरे प्रीवियस रिकॉर्डिंग. ओके.
हेलो सर.
हाँ बोलिए. यस.
This is of which date?
Sorry.
Huge OI built up around 9:45.
No, this what happened is, if you remember, there was a NSE issue was there. So this data came in. This is due to some error, NSE's error. So if
Okay.
OI did not
Okay.
come for half an hour or so, 40 minutes or so, so this data, so this you will have to ignore this. That's the reason why I am zooming this out and I am not reading this, because it really started from here. This data was not important. Actually, this was just NSE's error actually.
So anything more than 2% is
1%.
1%.
Minimum you need to have 1% here. 1% is probably required for you. I mean, for some significant, you can say it is significant, and then you can go further with your analysis.
Yeah, on the days except Thursday, right?
Which one? On Thursday it will be significant. Like we saw. Let me go to Thursday. Kindly mute, please. Yeah, this is Thursday. So expiry date, generally huge moves will be there. So you will see that the OI unwinding also is going to be huge. So on Thursday it's fine. I mean, the other days, if you see, let me go on 22nd. I was showing you 22nd. So now this is like 2%, 1%, 1%. All these are significant. And of course, this is just for 3 minutes. You can go and look for 15 minutes also. So again, do the same thing. You still need 1% minimum, even in 15 minutes. Actually, you should be easily able to see. But at least that much should be there for some good analysis. Before that, otherwise, then it's not going to be that significant.
Sir,
Yeah.
Karthik here. So I just joined. Yeah, are you just going through now this page, or did you already went on?
No,
the
this
price
is the first tool I'm explaining in detail, because there were quite a few questions, and I was asked to go through this in detail. So
okay, you are also telling that cross check with price also, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. What I said is in short that I mean, there is nothing magical about OI change. So you still need to cross check with price, confirm with price, because this is one different indicator that you can use, because this is not based on price, this is based on OI. So this is one additional indicator that you have to get clues on the direction of market. So, but you cannot use this exclusively. You can't just look at this and then go and take a trade. You need to cross check this with price, correlate with price, and see what is happening with respect to price, and only then you can probably take a trade. Now, what exactly to do, we'll discuss one or two things.
So, in order to take the trade, do we need to keep 3 minutes or 15 minutes, sir?
You can. The good thing about 3 minutes is that
Immediately
these unwindings that you get, you keep getting clues, because these unwindings are important. I mean, if the market is bullish, then you need to see unwindings on the call side. I mean, in this case, for me here, red is call, green is put. So if price is going up, then you need to see these 1% call side unwindings regularly. Then the trend is fine. And then, of course, when you see these, whatever this bar is, you go to a 3-minute chart, and then that bar's high should keep breaking. I'll go to the chart, because this is what 22nd Bank Nifty.
Is it possible to change that color, sir? In my chart, you know that C is in green color and P is in red color.
Yeah, you can do that. Profile my account. Go to profile my account. Here, change this.
Okay.
So change it to this, you will get it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now, here, let me close this. Let me disable this. I will go to.
सर इसमें इस चार्ट के अनुसार सर, इसमें जब सुपर ट्रेंड के हिसाब से इसको मैच करने का कोशिश कर रहे थे, तो अनवाइंडिंग सर बाद में शो हो रहा था, और
देखते हैं। ठीक है, मैं सुपर ट्रेंड भी लगा देता हूँ इसमें, और
रहा था
VWAP भी
कि
लगा देता हूँ और उसके बाद देखेंगे। एक मिनट, make this dark.
Sir, that price versus OI, that's what you are telling to cross check, price versus OI.
No, I'm just talking about 1 minute. We'll
Okay.
just take this. We'll just take this super trend. हाँ सर, आप अमन है ना सर, आप जो पूछ रहे थे इसके बारे में?
यस सर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ सर, ये कौन से दिन का देखेंगे? कौन से?
23 जून में भी देख रहा, 23 को भी, 24 को भी देख रहा था सर, कि जब अनवाइंडिंग हो जा रहा था ना, उसके बाद उसमें तो इंडिकेशन पहले से आता था, डेटा शीट में भी वो दिखने लगा।
अभी ठीक है, 23 का देखेंगे सर। 23
कैलकुलेट करने से कुछ समझ में आता सर, या तो डेटा शीट से पहले से उसको अगर कुछ वार्निंग मिल रहा हो तो उसमें देखे सर, या तो फिर इसके हिसाब से अनवाइंडिंग के हिसाब से देखे सर।
नहीं, अनवाइंडिंग का ऐसा है, अनवाइंडिंग आप जब देखेंगे, अब ये देखें पहले 1 मिनट यहाँ पे। ओके, यहाँ सबसे पहले तो आप ये देखिए, यहाँ पे आप जब मार्केट ओपन करते हैं, आपको इनिशियली इमीडिएटली आपको तो ये मिलेगा नहीं, इमीडिएटली तो अनवाइंडिंग आपको यहाँ पे नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि 2 साइड बिल्ड होते जाता है सुबह में, ईच एंड एवरी डे, हर दिन दोनों साइड ऐड होते जाता है वो। जब ट्रेडर्स इनिशियली मार्केट स्टार्ट होते ही जब इनिशिएट करते हैं, तो उस मॉर्निंग के टाइम पे ये आप OI चेंज का डिफ देखिए, वो डायरेक्शन इनिशियली रहेगा। तो इनिशियली तो आपका बुलिश है, तो बुलिश सबसे पहले तो बुलिश साइड है, आप ये देखेंगे 1 मिनट यहाँ पे। तो इनिशियली तो यहाँ पे बुलिश है, राइट, मार्केट इनिशियली बुलिश है। उसके बाद सबसे पहला आपको कॉल अनवाइंडिंग यहाँ पे आया है 945, कॉल अनवाइंडिंग 945 आया है यहाँ पे। ये कॉल साइड का यहाँ पे है, और कॉल साइड का अनवाइंडिंग का मतलब ये है कि कॉल साइड पे पैनिक है, जो ठीक है, जो अप ट्रेंड के लिए बराबर है, यानी कि मार्केट अगर ऊपर जा रहा है। अब ये पॉइंट जो है 945 का, ये मैं FnO चार्ट पे जाता हूँ, ये 945, ये 942 को स्टार्ट हुआ, 45 को एंड होगा। तो इस बार का है, इस बार का 945 का जो हम देख रहे थे, ये यहाँ पे अनवाइंडिंग हुआ है, बहुत बड़ा अनवाइंडिंग हुआ है। अब इसका हाई जो है, वो हाई तोड़ के जाना चाहिए आगे, वो इसका कंफर्मेशन। ये आपको अनवाइंडिंग हुआ है, यहाँ पे पैनिक हुआ है, यहाँ पे पैनिक हुआ है लोगों ने, क्योंकि स्ट्रॉन्ग अप मूव, ऊपर का मूव आया है। तो यहाँ पे जो भी थे, यहाँ पे शायद 33,000 पे जो जिन्होंने शॉर्ट किया था, या 33,1 पे जो शॉर्ट किया था, वो लोग यहाँ पे एग्जिट हो जाएंगे ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि काफी लॉस में चला गया है उनका पोजीशन। तो यहाँ पे तो ये जो है, यहाँ पे जो बड़ा अनवाइंडिंग हुआ था, अब इस बार के हाई को तोड़ के ऊपर जाना चाहिए नेक्स्ट बार, या उसके 2-3 बार के बाद। अगर ये होता है तो ये फिर कंफर्मेशन है कि ये ठीक है, ये अनवाइंडिंग बराबर है, और पैनिक है, ऊपर ही जाएगा। उसके बाद नेक्स्ट बार पे भी सेम हुआ है, नेक्स्ट बार यहाँ पे भी सेम हुआ है, और अनवाइंडिंग हुआ है। तो ये अप ट्रेंड हेल्दी है, यानी कि ये अप ट्रेंड बराबर जा रहा है, ये आपको समझाता है। उसके बाद में कुछ भी नहीं है। यहाँ पे 1136 को पहला अनवाइंडिंग हो, 11, एक मिनट, पुट साइड का अनवाइंडिंग 1136 को हुआ है, 1136, 33, ये वाला बार है, यहाँ पे हुआ है। अब ये थोड़ा तो लेट है, वो तो है, लेकिन अब फिर भी ओके है, मेरे ख्याल से तो ओके है। यहाँ पे
निफ्टी में देखेंगे सर ना, तो पूरा मूवमेंट लगभग लग रहा था खत्म हो गया उस टाइम, हालांकि
अच्छा,
डेटा शीट में सर चेक कर पा रहे थे कि लग रहा कुछ हो रहा है इस तरह से।
निफ्टी में जाएंगे, ठीक है, निफ्टी नहीं हो सकता है, ऐसे जरूरी नहीं है कि बराबर आपको बराबर दे ही देगा वो। निफ्टी में देख लेते हैं एक, ये मैं ये निकाल देता हूँ। 23rd 23rd आपका पहली बार, हाँ 1148 लेट तो आया है 1148
चेक कर
या
रहा हूँ सर, मतलब
ये बार इस बार पे आया है 1145 1140 ये 1148 ये 1148 एंडिंग, मतलब ये 1145, तो ये 1148 को एंड होगा। ये जो यहाँ से यहाँ जो आपको सिग्नल आया है, आप 1145 के बार के इसके नीचे क्लोज होना चाहिए, तो यानी कि ये बार पे सेल सिग्नल है आपको इसके हिसाब से। लेट तो है सर थोड़ा ये, मैं और एक आपको आइडिया दे सकता हूँ क्या देख सकते हैं। ये 15 मिनट में ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा या ये क्या रहेगा, मैं दिखाता हूँ उसमें, 1 मिनट। 11
ये में बात ये डाटा शीट पे सर अगर कुछ इस तरह से बताते सर कि इसमें
हाँ वही मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ। एक तो जो है आप यहाँ पे तो अनवाइंडिंग तो है नहीं यहाँ पे, म्यूट कर लीजिए सर, जो भी है म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज। उसके पहले तो डिफिकल्ट बहुत, इसके पहले तो कुछ भी नहीं है बस, उसके पहले तो कुछ भी, पीसीआर थोड़ा कम हुआ था लेकिन बस वो वही टाइम है, उसके पहले तो कुछ भी नहीं है। आप और एक चीज आप और एक देख सकते हैं इसमें,
ये वाला
निफ्टी
चीज के लिए बोल रहे सर, ये वाला चीज तो बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि पिछले किसी क्लास
ओआई ब्रेकअप, हाँ नहीं इसमें आपको ऐसे करना पड़ेगा ऑप्शंस ओआई ब्रेकअप पे, ये जो मॉर्निंग 5 मिनट के बाद 11:20 के आसपास जहां भी प्राइस है 15,477 था, तो यानी कि 15,500 एट द मनी था, तो आप दोनों इन द मनी जाइए। अच्छा ये 1 मिनट, हाँ ये 23rd कर लेता हूं मैं, 15,500 के अंदर थोड़ा 15 कॉल स्ट्राइक 15.5 ले लेता हूं मैं, और ये 15.9 ले लेता हूं। अब ये दोनों इन द मनी है क्योंकि 15 सॉरी इसका चेंज नहीं हुआ, ये 15.7 920 को 15,700 पे था, तो मैं कॉल स्ट्राइक 200 पॉइंट अंदर ले रहा हूँ, पुट स्ट्राइक 200 पॉइंट अंदर, यानी कि दोनों इन द मनी है, ये दोनों इन द मनी है। और ये 15 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम एक बार देखूंगा मैं, हाँ यहाँ पे तो पूरा 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 अनवाइंडिंग है, कुछ भी नहीं है सर, आप चांस ही नहीं है यहाँ पे भी आप ये देखेंगे तो इसके पहले कुछ भी बिल्डअप नहीं है यहाँ पे। तो अगर आप 3 मिनट में जाए, थ्री मिनट्स, यहाँ पे पहला बिल्डअप आया था 11:42 11:45, यहाँ पे पहला बिल्डअप हुआ, लेकिन आप ये सिग्नल तो ले नहीं पाएंगे आप, ये भी ठीक से सिग्नल नहीं दिखा रहा था। शॉर्ट बिल्डअप यहाँ पे चालू हुआ 11:45 पे चालू हुआ शॉर्ट बिल्डअप, तो कुछ नहीं कर सकेंगे आप, ठीक है ऐसे ही है वो, ये सिग्नल यहीं पे आया है। अब कभी आता है कभी नहीं आता है, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि बराबर आपको परफेक्ट टाइम पे दे देगा, ये सिर्फ ये एक और एक इंडिकेशन है बस, और इससे ज्यादा तो आपको एकदम टाइम टू टाइम देगा या नहीं देगा वो बोल नहीं पाएंगे, तो ऐसा है। ठीक है सर, और कोई क्वेश्चन था इसके बारे में?
Sir, hello, sir. Rajesh here, sir. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, sir. That nifty thing which you showed, it is perfectly all right, no, sir. OI is 3 minutes late.
Exactly.
And if
Yeah,
the
this
prices
is
are coming, I think at the same time the VWAP bhi toot raha tha. The VWAP was
Exactly.
getting broken. At the same time, I have an edge that unwinding is taking place. So as a trader, I have got my 2 thumbs up from 2 signals. अभी
Yes,
ट्रेंडिंग होगा
very
नहीं होगा वो मुझे मालूम नहीं है. So I have got my setup that VWAP being broken. At the VWAP being broken, there is a strong unwinding. So I think this was a perfect catch, sir. I don't know why we are trying to search for more accurate, sir.
Yeah,
Not possible, sir.
it's I mean, people want earlier clues somewhere over here. I mean, that is not possible always.
Now, sir, because sir, if the clues become so clear, absolutely clear, then my profits will come from whom then? So everybody will be so clear. No, there has to be certain things left to God or left to skill, sir. then only the trade will take place. If everything comes so clear,
Very
everybody
true.
will be shorting. Who will be buying then, sir?
Exactly, very true. I mean, yeah, something, it cannot be so perfect, so mechanical, because otherwise it'll be arced away. It will definitely not remain. So this much delay is going to be there, or rather I would say, yeah, as you were saying, it is actually on time only. It's not, definitely not a very late signal. This is fine. And sometimes it can be even late. I mean, the idea is to capture whatever little bit of move you can. I mean, you need not have to sell here and buy here. So you just need some points from here. That's it. So I think just aim for that. I mean, don't go for the home run all the time. So,
Because sir, I was in this trade, sir. Because I remember this trade. For me,
Okay.
it is perfect. No, the super trend is breaking. Now I
Yes,
take my
yes.
positions at the VWAP. No, if you are very far from the VWAP and shorting or going long, it is a dangerous thing for me. So
Yes.
this was a perfect setup. I am very close to the VWAP, and from there I am getting a chance to pull the trigger. I can pull the trigger, put my stop loss. If the panic goes deep, then it will be trending market. I make more points. Otherwise, it will be a noise whipsaw, and I'll be stopped out. So it's a fair deal, sir. It was a perfect signal, sir.
Very true. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go ahead
सर,
then.
मैंने भी ये जो नीचे में है ना सर, सबसे लास्ट में 370 पे मैंने वहां से जरूर कॉल लिया था, वॉल्यूम बेस पे सर।
कौन सा था वो?
उसी दिन सेम डे सर, मतलब बिल्कुल लास्ट।
अच्छा, यहाँ पे
बिल्कुल सर, 370 पे मैंने वॉल्यूम के बेस पे, लेकिन एक्चुअली जैसे 2 दिन क्लास से मैं आपका ये कर रहा था, फॉलो कर, तो मैं वाई के बेस पे चाह रहा था कि आप उसी तरह से यहाँ पे 370 पे मैंने यहाँ पे कॉल लिया है वॉल्यूम के बेस पे। यही सेम मतलब
ओके,
मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था सर कि वॉल्यूम के बेस पे तो मैं बहुत क्लियर हूँ।
ओके सर, इसमें हमने वॉल्यूम डाल दिया है। 1-2 दिन में आ जाएगा, इसमें सब वॉल्यूम डाल दिया है इसमें।
ये सर, ये सिंपल वॉल्यूम का जो कॉलम है ना अपना ऑप्शन चेन में जो है,
हाँ,
चेन पे नहीं,
हाँ,
ये बहुत इजीली ले लेता हूँ, कोई
बस
प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
ओके। इसमें भी एक डाल दिया है, तो शायद आपको इस और भी इजी होगा। इसमें आप देख लीजिए एक बार।
वॉल्यूम आया है।
हाँ, अभी ऐड हुआ है, अभी इसमें अपडेट हो जाएगा। 1-2 दिन में अपडेट हो जाएगा सर, कॉलम ऐड हो जाएगा इसमें। ओके, okay. After this, if you see, just to take an example, you got the signal right over here for the reversal. So over here, if you see 1336, this was a signal over here. 1333 is that bar. So above this bar was the buy. This also was quite timely. I mean, definitely not as I mean somewhere here, but this was still fine. And same if you go to options, intraday OI breakup, which I said was both side in the money. I think this also, if we cross check, you will get buy signal somewhere over here. Let me see. Okay, was this the same day? Sir, mute कर लीजिए sir, please. Please mute. Okay, this was quite late. This was definitely late, but lot of you would definitely get out of here, get out of these short trades, because the unwinding started in a huge way over here. 1336, huge unwinding was there over here. So clues are there if you take a look in detail. So I mean, this itself is very clear, but even if you have to confirm using this was huge short covering that was going on over here. So you would definitely have taken profits and exited this trade over here. Before that, there was long buildup also over here on the call side. So, and long unwinding over here, same short covering here, unwinding here. So these clues, lots of clues were there over here itself and over here. Now, as we said, if you go to if you take a sideways move, like it was on Friday, you'll definitely not get anything. So you'll have to use some other techniques over here. Definitely there was not much in Bank Nifty. At least there was some clues were there over here, but in Nifty there was absolutely nothing.
सर ये वॉल्यूम के बेस पे तो साइडवाइज वाले दिन तो एकदम फिक्स है सर, एकदम लेना ही लेना है, दोनों साइड से हमें मिलता है केवल वॉल्यूम के बेस पे सर।
ओके सर,
उस दिन तो हम लोग बहुत खुश रहते हैं जिस दिन साइडवेज रहता है मार्केट, ऊपर से भी लेना है सर, नीचे से फिक्स है, ऊपर से नीचे एकदम वॉल्यूम के ऊपर होना ही, उसको कर ही नहीं सकता कुछ भी चेंज।
ओके सर, ओके
हंसते
श्योर,
ही
देखेंगे
हो जाएगा,
देखेंगे।
हाँ।
अभी वॉल्यूम शायद नेक्स्ट वेबिनार में ये पूरा वॉल्यूम के साथ आएगा इसमें, तो इसमें अब वो टाइम क्रॉस चेक करके पूरा देख लेंगे डेफिनेटली।
सर वन थिंग आई वांट टू आस्क,
या
जो हम P माइनस सी OI डिफरेंस देखते हैं तो उसमें जो PCR PC OI चेंज का देखते हैं
हाँ,
तो वो यहाँ का चेंज नहीं दिखता है सर। वो समझ, ये जो है कॉलम PCR OI चेंज,
PCR OI चेंज क्या नहीं दिखता है, सॉरी?
ये सर अगर यहाँ का चेंज नहीं होता है, वो P OI चेंज और डिवाइडेड बाय C चेंज करते हैं तो ये वैल्यू नहीं आता।
नहीं, मैं समझा नहीं आपका।
अभी जैसे कि यही अगर चेंज बीटा में देखते हैं हम, जैसे कि अभी एग्जांपल 1.56 है, 1,56,300 डिवाइडेड बाय 97, पर ये जो 1.12 है,
हाँ,
वो यहाँ का PCR चेंज का नहीं है सर। वो
नहीं वो आप यहाँ पे चेक नहीं कर पाएंगे क्योंकि
हाँ।
वो डेटा है ही नहीं यहाँ पे, वो डेटा पुराने इसमें है।
पुराने इसका आता है ये PCR OI चेंज।
हाँ, वो कॉलम भी आ जाएगा। ये
तो
जो है ना, ये टोटल,
हाँ
इसका आप डिवाइड करेंगे तो वो वैल्यू आएगा आपका, ये आएगा आपका।
वो आएगा। तो मुझे ये कहना है कि वो उसी दिन का अगर PCR OI चेंज वहाँ पर कॉलम आ सकता है क्या? ये डाटा हम बीटा का चेक करते हैं तो बीटा का वहाँ पर
नहीं, अभी ये सिर्फ वो कॉलम यहाँ पे मिसिंग है, बस वो कॉलम यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे तो आपको जब चेक करना है तो आप चेक कर पाएंगे। ये हम लोग ये वो थोड़ा और बहुत ज्यादा कॉलम्स बहुत ज्यादा वो हो जाते हैं, इसीलिए हमने वो यहाँ पे दिया नहीं है, लेकिन वो ऐड हो जाएगा।
क्या आता है कि ये अभी जैसा कि हम बीटा का चेक करते हैं हर बार ट्रेडिंग के लिए,
हाँ,
तो ये PCR OI पूरा इसका आता है, तो वो इसी का आ सकता है यहाँ पर।
सर आपका आवाज बहुत डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है सर, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है।
PCR OI चेंज जो है तो ये इसी का जो चेंज आता है वही यहाँ पर आ सकता है।
सर आप थोड़ा क्लियर वॉल्यूम अगर हो तो मुझे समझ में आएगा, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
अभी आ रहा है सर आवाज?
हाँ, बताइए फिर से एक बार।
मेरा कहना है कि जो अभी PCR OI चेंज है ये पुराना टोटल इसका चेंज यहाँ पर दिया जा रहा है, बराबर?
हाँ,
तो यहाँ पर ये जो डेली का चेंज होता है यहाँ का CI OI चेंज यहाँ का
टाइम स्लॉट का चेंज,
हाँ इसी स्लॉट का चेंज यहाँ पर आ सकता है।
अब वो सर आपको वो उतना डिफरेंस 0.01 यहाँ पे क्यों चाहिए आपको? यहाँ पे क्लियर दिख रहा है ना, आप ट्रेंड देख लीजिए यहाँ पे। आपको यहाँ से यहाँ का डिफरेंस 0.01 रहेगा, वो आप देख के क्या करेंगे? यहाँ 0.02 रहेगा, प्लस 0.02, यहाँ पे -0.01 रहेगा।
ओके,
और यहाँ पे तो 0 रहेगा पूरा, उसका तो मतलब नहीं है वो, उससे अच्छा यही बेटर है। अब यहाँ पे किस डायरेक्शन में ट्रेंड हो रहा है वो देखिए, आपको आइडिया आ जाएगा।
ओके,
राइट। Okay. Yeah, any more doubts about total PECOI? And this will probably we'll discuss this in more detail once we have completed this tool, because I have quite a few columns that are going to be added and thinking of few other things also. So we'll discuss this again. So, but this is basic idea. I hope it is clear now.
Sir, Rajesh, here one query. Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the example which we are seeing, sir, like you are a very experienced trader, so I like to have your input. Now we were doing that intraday trading example of the 24th, where the signal came at 11:40 based on the options data. So is it necessary, sir, that we also got our futures data? So there can be a chance that the futures data, our OI scan, can show in 3 minutes suddenly, some, as the market came down, some shorting happening, and then taking a cue from the futures OI, then we can come to the options data. Like as a trader, sir, I want your opinion. If there is a panic or there is a move, it will be first seen in the futures OI data or in the options data. Like what I feel and what I think, I may be wrong, sir, is that the panic may be starting in the spot market and the futures market, and depending upon the move, you may find option strikes and the option players adjusting their positions, sir. So is it important to take a clue first from the futures OI scan or what is happening in those 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then
Possible.
go to the options data?
Yeah, futures intraday OI breakup might be probably be better. If you see that day, let us take a look around 11:30 or so that we were looking at. So futures intraday were around the long unwinding started around 11:30, 11:35 this time. So it's almost the same. So because I think what is going to happen is as soon as you see something in futures, because it is almost instantly, it is going to reflect in the option prices. It will not, there won't be much delay because these days the algos and all that are, or the people who do ARB, they are so fast, because I'm sure it will be reflected in options prices within fraction of a second. So that is why I think we are looking at it. Unwinding started over here between 11:30 and 11:35. So this is almost the same time around here. Maybe, of course, we did not get a signal even over here, even in total PCOI, or even over here, we said that we got it over here, somewhere over here after the break of 11:45. So maybe some clues are there over here, as we had seen in options intraday OI breakup also. So, I mean, we saw long unwinding and all that short buildup happening over here also. So I think it's almost the same. You can keep this open and probably get a more clearer picture over here. But I think it is going to get reflected pretty quickly everywhere. So I don't think there's going to be any delay. Maybe things may be a little bit more clear over here because we are looking at too many things in intraday OI breakup. Lots of things are there over here. And but I think over here in this chart and I think intraday OI breakup of futures, we might get clues. Maybe for clarity, you can take a look, but I don't know if it is going to be earlier or not. That I'm not sure about that. I think it will get reflected.
Yes, sir. So I was not talking about the earlier part. I was just saying it's a double confirmation from me that this move can be trending.
Definitely.
The timing is not important, but I was trying to pose this question because as a trader, I can get a signal, but I got no idea if it's going to be a trending move or not. So if I get the data from the futures also and this also, there is a more probability that this can be a trending move, because if I'm in options, I'm doing day trading and I'm going to capture at the ATM strike, I'm going to capture say 40 points. I need the market to move 80 points. And otherwise it becomes the game of a scalper. So my question was, can the futures data also be integrated with the option data for a double confirmation? I'm not talking about the time, sir. Your views, sir.
Yes. I think what you say has a lot of value. I think it can be done, and I think that is how it should be done, because it looks definitely a lot of clarity is there. I mean, you definitely get some more idea combining these two different inputs. Definitely, I think definitely there is a lot of value in doing that. I agree.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. That was a great point, actually. Terrific. Okay, so that's it about total PCOI. So option intraday OI breakup also we have covered. Similarly, this I always suggest one uses a little bit longer time frame in this, because this then it gives you a good pattern. And actually these OI changes that you see here, this kind of pattern forms when you are looking at slightly longer time frames. And use take a look wherever the price is in the morning around 9:20. So take in the money options on both sides, and then just keep these same strikes for the whole day, because then because this whole OI move, you are analyzing from this reference. So this is your starting reference for the day. Mute, please. Kindly mute. Okay.
Hello, sir. Srikanth, sir.
Yes.
I am not able to plot VWAP like your chart. What about that?
In FnO Charts.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, VWAP is straightforward. I mean, it is just. Or are you talking about anchored VWAP?
No. You are having that is that.
Or why? What is happening? When you see here, you just need to. That's it. I mean, nothing else to do.
I'm not seeing this red bar, red color.
No, this is super trend.
Super trend. Okay.
Yeah, this is super trend.
Okay.
This line is VWAP.
Okay.
इसमें सुपर ट्रेंड का ये सेटिंग कितने पे है सर
ये 10-3 है. ये डिफॉल्ट है.
ओके.
डिफॉल्ट, राइट.
तो इसमें ये एंकर्ड VWAP भी लगाने का बताएंगे क्या सर?
हाँ, ये बहुत यस बहुत लोगों को क्वेश्चन था उसके बारे में.
तो नहीं लगा पा रहे, वो बताया तो काफी डिटेल से, लेकिन समझ इसी आई चार्ट पे ही सब बताया हुआ है.
राइट. एंकर्ड VWAP जो ट्रेडिंग व्यू वेबसाइट पे होता है वो यहाँ पे होता है, लेकिन वो जो लाइब्रेरी दूसरे वेबसाइट्स को देते हैं उसमें यहाँ पे वो लोग देते नहीं है, तो इसीलिए हमने यहाँ पे ऐड किया है वो VWAP. अगर VW करेंगे तो एंकर्ड VWAP iCharts, ये जो iCharts ब्रैकेट में होता है ये सब इंडिकेटर्स हमने डाले हुए हैं, तो ये एंकर्ड VWAP सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए.
Which one is the better, sir? Anchored VWAP or VWAP?
No, actually, see, VWAP, what it does is it always starts from 9:15 every day.
Okay.
Every day. So if you see,
it's not so previous day. It is not.
Yeah, always suddenly any day market open, it will shift to this and then continue for the day until here, until the last bar. Then next day again it starts from here.
Okay.
So this is a continuous one, but anchored VWAP, what we generally do is you can plot it from any point, and generally the idea is, now the last expiry was what, on 23rd was the expiry. So
yes.
This was
23rd.
So and before that, when was it?
Before that 16th.
So 16th. So you generally what you do is you plot from 17th for the next week. So what I'll do is I'll change it here. Go to inputs, anchored. Once you add anchor VWAP, by default it will plot on the start on the same day's 9:15 bar. So you change this to the day after the expiry. So year 22 June 17th 9:15, and you plot this. So it will start from here.
Okay.
So the idea is that once you plot this, next day after expiry until the next expiry, until the 23rd, this is going to be a support, kind of support. I mean, of course, if you see it is bouncing around, but the idea is as long as it remains above this, it is kind of bullish.
Okay.
So you can also have the same day from next day onwards, you can have this also as your support, the day after expiries.
It is looking sideways, flat.
Flat. So this, you can use this as a reference. And another, the one other way to do that is if you are a positional trader, or say you go to longer time frame, and then what you do is from your highest, you plot one from here, then you plot from one from your lows, you plot another one over here from high, from low over here. So this kind of gives you support and resistance, live support, running kind of support resistance. So a lot of people, lots of people do analysis
like volume profile,
something like that. Yeah. So you can do that. So this, so I hope this is.
कहाँ के ये लो और कहाँ के हाई पे मतलब कभी भी यूज कर सकते हैं सर, या डे कोई पार्टिकुलर ऐसे?
नहीं, वो जनरली अगर आप ये
recent swing high, recent swing low.
हाँ, वैसा कर सकते हैं आप. ये अब यहाँ पे यहाँ पे एक आपने डाल दिया है, तो यहाँ पे हाई करके यहाँ पे नीचे आया है, तो आप तुरंत यहाँ पे एक ऐड कर सकते हैं। तो आप जाके यहाँ पे एक एंकर व्यू ऐड कर लीजिए, और ये जो नीचे वाला है मैं इसको रेड कर देता हूँ तो डिफरेंस के लिए, और ये जो है यहाँ पे जो है 21st 1354 21st 1354 यहाँ पे ऐड कर दिया। तो अब जैसे ही यहाँ से मार्केट ऊपर चला गया और यहाँ से नीचे आने लगा, तो अब यहाँ से अगर प्लॉट करेंगे तो ये आपका रेसिस्टेंस हो जाएगा। यहाँ से ब्रेकआउट होता है तो फिर बुलिश, तो ऐसे ऐसे आप कर सकते हैं। फिर यहाँ से फिर से नीचे आ गया तो फिर यहाँ, अब ये आप यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं। तो फिर यहाँ से जब भी ब्रेक हुआ बुलिश, और सेम आप एग्जैक्टली ये अब यहाँ पे आपको अगर नहीं रखने का है तो यहाँ आप ये लो पे भी आप रख सकते हैं। सो लोएस्ट लो हाईएस्ट हाई जो भी है ये आपको सपोर्ट देता रहेगा। तो मैं एक एग्जांपल के लिए यहाँ पे डाल देता हूँ 945 20th 945।
सेटिंग कैसे चेंज करें सर? सेटिंग नहीं समझ में आ रहा।
ये आपको डेट और टाइम सेलेक्ट करना है। ये जो डेट है ईयर मंथ डेट, ये जो डेट 20 तारीख का जो है 20th का है, तो आप यहाँ पे डेट 20th डाल दीजिए। सॉरी ये मैं ये कर रहा था 21st, सॉरी इसको करना था मुझे। हाँ ये जो 20 तारीख है ये आपको अगर यहाँ से डालना है यहाँ से, तो अब ये डेट और टाइम यहाँ नीचे देख लीजिए, यहाँ पे देख लीजिए 20th June 9:42। So 20 June 2022 9:42 टाइम। अब ऐड कर लीजिए, बराबर यहाँ पे चालू हो जाए।
yes, yes.
तो ऐसा यहाँ पे करना है। तो ये बार का जो भी टाइम है देख लीजिए 21st June 1354, वो जाके फिर आप
Yes, sir.
इसमें
Clear.
यहाँ पे क्लिक कर दे सकते।
Okay, thank you, sir.
ओके
Super trend.
Super trend by default, once you add it will be 10,3 default. You can change it if you want.
Parameters.
Got it? Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody else has question about I mean this searching? What you need to do is here simple search. Many had some issues. So if you want to search, just type symbol first, and then just type the strike price,
Yes.
and then you will get it. Options latest means whatever is the nearest expiry, you will get it nearest June and July. You have over here, so you'll get it. So if you want historical, then you can go here. So it's like that. So similarly,
Sir, Rajesh, sir.
yeah. Tell me.
Sir, I just got disconnected. I wanted to ask you a question about VWAP, Anchor VWAP, sir. Being
Yeah.
a user of Anchor VWAP and believing for my long-term trades, positional trades, I've been using it on TradingView.
Okay.
And sir, incorporating the FnO charts which have been started on iCharts, I think it's a game changer, where I'm having all the data of the iCharts option tools also, sir. Thank you for that. Sir, my request is that for the plotting of the Anchor VWAP, like the way I do it on TradingView is that I select Anchor VWAP, I go to the bar, and I just select the bar, and in the settings, I select either high or low. Sir, this process of selecting the date, exact timing is a little tedious, sir. Sir, can you think of changing the way of plotting the VWAP, sir?
This the thing is, this library that they give to other websites, there is very little scope for changing it. I mean, I'll definitely ask my people to take a look. But see, in TradingView website, if you see, you just plot it from here. So it is very easy because you can just click here and then click here and that's it. Yeah. But here there is no way. I mean, they have not given this over here, so we had to add as an indicator. And so once you add as an indicator, then whatever you have to set, it has to be done through parameters only. So they only provide it over here through this interface. That is a problem. So I can ask my team to take a look, but there is lots of restrictions are there in this library. They don't give too many facilities in the library that they give to other websites. So all these fancy things are reserved for their website and there, so they need to keep something for themselves. So that is what they do. Many very important things are missing over here. So limited stuff is available here. So, and sometimes they they update the software and then provide few extra features. So hopefully at some point they'll add the anchored VWAP over here. So then we can just remove it over here. But until that time, this is what we'll have to do. So that's the thing. Okay.
Hello, Srikanth, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, thank you. This side Gaurav here, sir. So first
Yes.
of all, thank you for all the efforts, and the session are very useful. So
Thank
just a one basic questions regarding the OI data.
Yeah.
It's a layman question. So I know, because I'm an intraday trader in options, and I do scalping. Sir, like I know, as per the NAC, like all the data OI data are available in a 3 minutes frequency. So is there any possibility that, in case of a highly volatile market, is there any chance to, like get the data by minute?
What that does is, see, OI data
Yeah.
has to be computed by NSE. So basically,
Yeah.
whatever new volume that has come, that has come in due to new trading that has happened. So that volume has to be analyzed, and then the OI has to be computed, and they have to come up with it. So at the moment, they are running their systems and computing open interest only every 3 minutes.
Oh, is it? Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
So
Okay.
whatever is there, even for tick by tick feed, the OI is updated only every 3 minutes, because that is when they are running their system. So if
Okay.
they can do it quicker, then everybody will get it sooner. But I don't think they will do it. I have no idea, because if you see in the
Got it.
US market, they do it only at the end of the day. It is not even every 3 minutes. It's only at end of the day. So
Oh,
we are
okay.
lucky that we are at least have it every 3
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Okay, got it. So, like as of now, I'm using 1 minute candle chart because the market is too volatile. And when the market is too volatile, I'm using 1 minute chart. So how to pick up that, the momentum that this is gonna, like unwinding is gonna happen, or like pick up that point, when the reversal is gonna happen of basis the OI or something, some indication you can suggest us, like would be great help. Like
It's
if
the
you
only
see it's
way.
a
If you have,
Thursday.
you have seen that one is, see, this is definitely going to be delayed data. OI is delayed by 3 minutes. So if you are using 1 minute and then you're kind of, I hope you're not doing scalping, because otherwise then this may not be that useful to you. But
Yeah.
so if you can get clues from wherever unwinding is happening, short covering or a long unwinding is happening, on which side it is happening. So whatever trend is currently going on, you have to see if the other side unwinding is happening.
Okay.
So, or covering is happening. So suppose the market is going up. So the two things you will have to see is if the unwinding is stopping on call side. So if the trend is up, and if there is short buildup starting to happen on the put side. So or long unwinding is happening on the put side. So that indicates bearishness. So you'll get some clues with that. So you either total C PEC OI or the options intraday OI breakup. If you're using, make sure you use in the money on the both sides, and then you will get some clues.
Got it. Okay.
So you'll have to do that. Other than that, faster signals from OI may not be possible. You need to slowly try and grab the clues, because I'm sure clues are there definitely, because unwinding will start.
Yeah.
Whichever, if market is shooting up like anything, it's going up and up, you will start to see long unwinding happening. Once you see long unwinding happening on the call side, it means that the profits are being taken. And if put side also the short covering starts, then that means it could be a consolidation and it could start to go down. So these clues, you have to just grab those clues. That's it. Try to find those. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. This is useful. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let me now quickly jump. Somebody wanted me to go for futures OI scan. Yeah, this you can use this. I mean, this is a very simple build-up scanner that we have. You can also scan for price change, OI change, and build up in the for the whole day today, or last 15 minutes, 30 minutes, last 60 minutes. So the way to do this is, if the market is sideways or it's going up, it's up for the day, then what you can do is you could filter for long buildup, type LB here and press enter. So for today, these are the scripts that are in long buildup. Also make sure last 60 minutes also are bullish. So just to make sure that for the day, it may be bullish, but in the last 1 hour, then it maybe has started to turn. So hopefully if for the whole day today it is bullish, and for the last 60 minutes also it is bullish, then hopefully it is currently bullish, and then it is probably going to stay bullish for some time. That is what we hope. So that is the reason why I'm filtering for long buildup in today and last 60 minutes. Now these 15 minutes, 30 minutes can be pulled back within the uptrend over here. So basically uptrend is going on for the day, and then there is pullback over here in the last 15 to 30 minutes. So these scripts, you can go and take a look. If you want to filter further, OI change, some significant OI change will be greater than 3%. So type greater than 3, press enter. So whatever to filter, type whatever you want here and press enter. You can also do equal to 3, less than 3, greater than 3 kind of thing. And then price change also, let us see something significant. Just let us say greater than 1. So this is kind of the standard filter for me: long buildup, or if market is going down, let's short buildup, if you want downtrending scripts. And then OI change greater than 3. So whichever, either downtrend or uptrend, you want OI change to be more. So which confirms that OI also is going that side, whichever side the market is going. So greater than 3 here. And price change, since we are looking for bullish, so greater than 1. If you are searching for short buildup, then say less than 0 or less than -1, whatever. So this, now once you have this short list, so try to do, I mean, look at this after 9:30, 9:45 or so. So some buildup happens. Of course, for today you will get it, but this you will get only after 10:15, because last 60 minutes will not be shown until then. So this will get populated only after 10:15. But this you will be able to see. Probably you can check after 9:45. You will get a good short list here. Now, once you have this short list, just take a look at the scripts, and then you can decide based on whatever indicators that you follow. So your VWAP or RSI, whatever you follow, based on this, if you have buy signals, you can go in that direction. So you can look at this. This is just your short list. You still need to confirm with your technical indicators, your price chart, and only take signals in the direction of the buildup. So that would be better. So this is one way to scan for scripts. This is the only kind of screener that we have, intraday screener, or we might add other screeners in the future, but currently this is the only one we have. The other way to scan for scripts is going to be open high, open low. Over here, if you use day open, so day's first minute open and high are checked, and if they are close, we allow for a 0.1% difference. That way, if you see open and high low here, 5 paise difference is there, but we are showing it. So this little bit of difference is fine. 0.1% is fine. They have to be either equal or slightly different. So we list this. So this open high are supposed to be bearish, open low are supposed to be bullish to begin with. Now these yellow ones that you see here have been marked yellow because this condition that was there in the first minute after market open, first minute condition has been broken. So later this high was broken and price went above. If you see, the latest high here was for the day was 3145. So it broke this first minute high. So that's why this is marked yellow. So this no longer satisfied. Once you see yellow here, this will get updated every minute. So once you see yellow here, it means that it has broken above this high and this condition is no longer satisfied. Open high condition is no longer satisfied. Now some people use this as a bullish signal because open high is generally bearish. So if this yellow is not indicated, that means all these are bearish. The ones that are not highlighted yellow are continuing to be bearish. But this something, when it hits yellow, it means that the high was broken. That means they take it as bullish. So that is one way. I mean, it depends. I mean, you can, that is one thing that few people look at. But this is the general idea of the open high section. Open low is exactly similar. Open low, we check for open low in the first minute. If when day open is selected, once yellow is highlighted, it means that this particular low was broken. If you see, it broke and went below this low. So this was broken. Some people take that break. Once it breaks, they take it as a bearish signal. But then again, if you see, it has gone above this again and closed at this. So that may not be. You can take a look. I mean, some people take that as a reverse signal.
The open high in the option tab also you mentioned that would be included in the option chain. That's what you said, no?
Yeah, we'll be doing that. I mean, option chain work is going on right now. Our people are working on it, and that is one of the change that is going to be added, definitely. So you can straight away in option chain, you'll be able to see that. So that will come soon, probably next 8 to 10 days, maybe max 2 weeks. We'll put it under beta because too many changes are there. So initially we'll put it under beta, so people test it and make sure that it's working fine.
Here, can you go to option open and high, sir?
I'll finish this. Next I'll go there.
Okay.
So let me finish this.
तो इसे एक बार रिपीट करेंगे सर, ओपन
हाँ
हाई
अच्छा, दोनों का रिपीट करो, हिंदी में बताओ।
कोई भी एक बता सकते हैं सर, जस्ट अपोजिट होगा उसका तो।
हाँ राइट। तो ओपन हाई का मैं जो बता रहा था कि ये जो डे ओपन जब सेलेक्ट होता है तो दिन का जो फर्स्ट मिनट होता है, पहला मिनट का जो ओपन और हाई होता है, वो अगर बहुत पास में हो, सेम हो या फिर बहुत पास मतलब 0.1% डिफरेंस इन दोनों में चलेगा, 0.1% तक चलेगा। अगर हो तो फिर हम लोग यहाँ पे ऐड कर देते हैं इसको। तो जब तक ओपन और हाई है तो ये यहाँ पे आपको दिखता रहेगा। अगर ये हाई अगर ब्रेक हो गया, ये हाई के ऊपर चला गया, क्योंकि पहले मिनट का ये कंडीशन है, पहले मिनट के बाद अगर ये हाई तोड़ के ऊपर चला गया तो हम लोग इसको येलो कलर से हाईलाइट, पीले कलर से हाईलाइट कर देते हैं इसको। तो इसका मतलब है कि ये हाई ब्रेक हो गया। ये आप देखेंगे कि ये हाई इसके ऊपर चला गया था। ये तो सेम दिखा रहा है एक्चुअली। हाँ, इसके अगर ऊपर जाए तो दिखाएगा। यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे कि ये ऊपर चला गया, 3075 के ऊपर चला गया, तो ये येलो हाईलाइट, ये पूरे सारे ये जो है इसका हाई तोड़ के ऊपर चला गया, तो ये दिखाते हैं। और ओपन लो का बस वही है कि ओपन और लो पहले मिनट का जो सेम अगर हो तो यहाँ पे आ जाता है। अगर वो लो ब्रेक हो जाए सेकंड मिनट के बाद, कभी भी दिन में ब्रेक हो जाए, तो फिर ये येलो कलर में हाईलाइट हो जाएगा। म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज। म्यूट।
ओपन हाई जो है सर, तो ये क्या बुलिशनेस को शो होगा क्या है?
नहीं, ओपन हाई बेरिश होता है और ओपन लो बुलिश होता है, जनरली ऐसा माना जाता है। लेकिन अगर ये फिर हाई तोड़ के चला जाए तो फिर ऑब्वियसली फिर बुलिश हो गया है। जब तक ये वापस ये हाई तो के नीचे नहीं आया तब तक बुलिश हो जाए। तो ये पहले तो कंडीशन ओपन हाई का ये होता है कि ये नीचे ही जाएगा, ऐसा मान के चलते हैं हम लोग। ओपन हाई बेरिश, ओपन लो बुलिश। और जनरली मार्केट अगर बहुत बुलिश हो तो ये ओपन हाई जो है तोड़ के फिर नीचे नहीं जाता है, ऊपर ही ऊपर चला जाता है। हाँ, तो ये आज ये साइडवेज था, इसीलिए आप देख रहे हैं कि दोनों साइड पे आपको दिख रहा है। ये दोनों साइड में सेम सब दोनों साइड सब तोड़ चुके हैं, कंडीशन ब्रेक कर चुके हैं। तो अब जो ट्रेंडिंग अगर देखेंगे, शायद आपको देखना है तो एक बार एक दिन देखें, 23rd के दिन ट्रेंडिंग था, देखेंगे बुलिश था पूरा। तो ये पूरा का पूरा इसमें है, ओपन लो है। 23rd क्या था, 23rd इस दिन बुलिश दिखा रहा है पूरा का पूरा, तो इस दिन बुलिश था मार्केट, काफी ये बुलिश था। यहाँ पे शायद मार्केट नीचे, बाकी के स्क्रिप्ट्स तोड़ के नीचे नहीं आया, इसलिए यहाँ ओपन हाई में ज्यादा नहीं है कुछ भी, ओपन लो में ज्यादा है। और आप देखेंगे कि येलो हाईलाइट कुछ भी नहीं है, यानी कि पूरे के पूरे सपोर्ट कर चुके हैं इसका। म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज, जो भी है म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज।
So Rajesh here, sir. Thank you for your explanation of the anchor VWAP point got, because I couldn't thank you for that because I was disconnected, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
And sir, can you just show how to add the option strikes? I'm finding it difficult to add the far away option strikes in the charts, FnO chart. It's like some symbol is there, or how should I add? Like if I'm in the first week of the month and I want to add the end of the month, like the month series options. So can you
Okay,
just give
as I was saying, what you can do is, if you know the strike, then just type this way and then the strike, whatever it is, say 17, whatever. So do this. Go with click option latest. So whichever far strikes, let me say Bank Nifty, say 32,000 P. You can do this. So you will get nearby whatever June 30th, July 7, July 14, of all for the same strikes.
Okay. No, so I was trying how to go for the 30th June one, like if I'm in the first week of June and I want the monthly, because I do only monthly options, so I want to have the price for the end of the month, like the last.
So now let us select July 1. Then you just type the symbol name followed by the strike. So if you want now for the July 1, so you will see those here itself. July 20.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So okay, let me finish this. ये तो ये clear है ये?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this was, all this explanation was about day open, where we check first minutes open and high. Now suppose within the day you want to start trading, you want to know now at this point which are the scripts that are bullish at this point. Let's say suppose you are at the time is 11:30. Now 11:30 you want to know what are bullish scripts. So go to time frame, select 60 minutes. So 60 minutes starting this current hour candle, this current hour starting, what are bullish will show up here, what are bearish will show up here. So this will take the first minute of this particular hour. So if you are looking at this at 11:30, so 11 o'clock, 11 to 11:1 bar open high, it will take, and it will use that to show this data, this and this data. So intraday, if you want to select scripts that are moving right now, so you can select something like this. Is this clear? First hours, first minute, it will check. So if you are looking at say 10:15, if you say 60 minutes, so it will tell you from 10 o'clock, 10 to 10:1, that is the 10:1 bar, what were the scripts that were open high. 10:1, these were the scripts, and at 10:1, these were. Now this particular, when I selected this, it is telling you at 3 o'clock what was open high over here. At 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock data, it is telling you 3:1 bar. It will check the 3:1 bar, and then it will give you these open high and open. So this time frame is for intraday. Intraday, if you want to see which scripts are moving right now, so this is good for that. Is this clear? Any confusion over here? Okay. So I'll go to options, open high, open low. Okay, options, open high, open low. Now here, exactly similarly, you have to select the symbol. You select the expiry date, and you select all strikes or near ATM strikes. and it will tell you what all for the day, what all open high are there in the calls, open high in puts, and open low in calls, and open low in puts.
Thank you.
Kindly mute if you are not asking questions. Kindly mute, please.
Sir, here all the strikes which is near ATM or in the money also it would be showing here.
If you select all strike, it will show everything. If you say near ATM, yeah, 15 scripts that are around the money, that is inside and in the money and out of the money plus ATM. Total 15 strikes. It will show.
Okay, because I am seeing that last 1 week there is no like strike price at the money. Either it will be far in the money or far out of the money. That's what I am seeing in here. So if the strike prices is near to ATM, then only it would be more successful, no?
Generally, yeah, I mean, that depends, because out of the money also can be, means.
Yeah, depends on the week's conditions.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, that all that depends. So, but if you can select this, if you want near the money, then you can select this. So this will be 7 strikes in the money, at the money, and then 7 strikes out of the money. So total 15 strikes will get from that list. This will get selected and displayed.
What about the yellow color, sir? The same thing?
Say yellow colors are same. I mean, symbols highlighted in yellow no longer satisfy open high, open low condition. That means if you see this 830.6, this open high condition, this high has been broken and price went above this. That is what this says. Here. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what is the use of PCR and how we use PCR in trading in option?
Okay, I'll discuss this next. Let me finish this. I'll finish. Okay.
Sir, you are saying open high, okay, and the LTP is 672.
It probably broke this, but then closed lower again. That is what this is, because this is day open, right? Day, we have selected day open. Okay. So I mean, this yellow indicates that this high was definitely broken. After that, this is the LTP at 330 basically. So this again, it probably went down and closed much below this. It indicates that. So if you want this for options, probably check last 60 minutes, probably maybe much better. All strikes, this will probably be much better. That is what I think. I don't know, but you'll have to see. You'll have to experiment with it. This again, similarly, this will select the most recent hours first candle, 1 minute candle, and then based on that, it will show you this. I think. Sir, please mute. Please mute.
Sir, you don't have the option for the muting, sir, for everyone.
I mean, if anybody can. I mean, they can.
Okay,
I have this.
Again. Okay.
Now let me. I'll just. Okay, I've muted this person. Muted this. Okay, and they can unmute themselves anytime. So that is the problem. Okay, so open high, open low. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. So you said day open or time frame?
Yeah. Day open means days first 1 minute bar, high and lows are checked. And when you say time frame, the whatever time frame is the most recent candle, that candle's first minute. Like if you select this at 11:30, the 11:1 bar, that bar's open high and open low are selected and checked for open high, open low.
Okay.
Yeah. So clear.
So you also said the price versus OI also we need to check, no? For,
yeah, we can do that. Anyway, I have to explain about PCR. So I'll go there and I'll explain PCR and I'll also explain price versus OI. Now let me go to price versus OI here. Now PCR, let me just quickly give you a brief about PCR. I think PCR is best explained in cumulative OI change, so I'll go there instead. Let me I'll disable this. I'll disable VWAP. Now here, this error, I'll remove NSE error. So I'll just remove this data over here. Right. Now the PCR, the main thing is the value, more than the value, I think the direction PCR is moving in is a lot more important. So this blue line is the PCR. So whenever PCR is going down steadily and is starting to go down over here it is going down. It just means that either call writing is more, because see, PCR is what? Put OI divided by call OI. So whenever it is going down, what is decreasing? Put OI by call OI. So either the put OI is decreasing or call OI is increasing. That is the reason why the put divided by call OI will go down. So both are bearish. Either puts decreasing, that is the put writing going down, or call buildup going up. So that means the calls, more calls are being written, or puts are being unwinded. In both these cases, PCR will go down. So that's the reason why we say the PCR going down is a lot more important than the value of PCR. So keep an eye on this. Now, whenever, obviously, when now based on the same logic, PCR going sideways. Sideways means this way it is flat over here. This is flat area. This is a flat area. This is a flat area for me. So all these flat areas means consolidations. In terms of price also it will consolidate, or maybe it is pulling back against the trend. The trend is mostly down here as PCR went down a little bit and then it went flat. So price is going against the trend or consolidating. Here what is happening is PCR is going flat or remaining more or less the same, because call writing or call buildup and put buildup, or basically call writing and put writing, are in balance. So nothing much is happening. If you see, let me do same, this will be reflected in this diff. This diff is put OI minus put OI minus call OI. So it is the difference of put and call OIs. So this going sideways means nothing, this is not changing. The call OIs are basically in balance. So this indicates balance. Again, this over here, it's more or less flat, slightly increasing slightly, but mostly sideways. It is definitely not aggressively going up, but slightly trending up. So from here, the trend can change. This is what we can decide. Either the trend can continue to go down. In this case, this was a flat area, then price went down. So it is going down now. Over here again, it went flat. Consolidation, it went down again, continuing. So flat areas in PCR can result in consolidation and continuation of trends, or consolidation and reversal. Here price went down until here, then it reversed from here. So in this case reversal, in this case continuation. So this is one good way to analyze PCR. So you can look at values also, but values, if you see, you might wait until, see, over here the value is only 0.93. So this is not too low, because people say that what PCR needs to be below 0.75 or something, or 0.7, 0.6 to be ready for a reversal. It can reverse before that also. You need to be ready. So here the tide has changed. A lot more put writing started, or maybe call unwinding started. You can cross check that with OI breakup or total PCE OI, whatever. We have seen that over here, a lot of unwinding happened. So all this is being summarized in the PCR. It's being reflected in the PCR. So you can know quickly about what all is happening over here with a look at this PCR. Diff also is useful because it tells you which side it could break. Over here, this was flat, but if you see, diff is slowly creeping up. In this case here, it was more or less flat. In this case, slightly creeping up. So you get idea with diff also. So even if you don't have, I mean, more than this, if you see, if you don't have PCR and diff, here difficult to say what is happening. Over here, it is bullish. Here, no idea what is happening. Again, over here, bearish. But here, you won't get signal until here if you are just looking at this. Here, what is happening is this gap is maximum over here. But from here, this gap is decreasing. This gap is, so these two are converging. So this you would not know until you have either the diff here. So if you see diff starts going up, so that means these are converging, or PCR. You need these, either of these, either diff or the PCR. So only then you will know that this is converging, because otherwise if you wait till this signal, it will be too late. I mean, this move is almost over. Or here, by this time, this move is already over. So you need before that, maybe you might get over here, idea over here based on unwinding or build up happening if you dig deeply into OI breakup or total PEC OI. But otherwise, at least definitely you can get in over here. But definitely you don't want to wait until these lines crossing over, because that will be too late. It can be too late.
So 0.7 is the bullish one, sir, for PCR, or
no? As I was saying, nothing like that. See here, the bullish it changed. The PCR changed at 0.93. 0.93 also it turned up. So if you see, then people may think that 0.93 is not bullish. They would say it is bearish, or maybe rather over here it was 1.04 over here. From here market fell until here. So the 1.04 is definitely not bearish, but still market went down. So focus, what I say is focus on which direction the PCR is moving. This diff also you can see. So these two things, focus on that, and don't focus on the value of the PCR. I mean, maybe if you're looking at end of the day, if you see extreme PCR reading.
Sir, please use all strikes. Excuse me, all strikes.
Sure. Similar, slight difference will be there. Let me. Remove this error data. Very similar. PCR went flat over here, but diff went flat right over here itself. But again, here actually you didn't even get the indication very late. I mean, all through it was bearish over here. So this, you need to get indications much before this. So you need to use PCR. So as I was saying, whatever the values, even here in this case of all strikes also, PCR will not change with all strike. Here this PCR is always showing all strikes only. So if you want selected strikes PCR, you need to check total PEC.
How to take the positional strikes? Like apart from the intraday, we can check it out here. But is there any possible way that okay, market went down this more today, tomorrow it would be like somewhat pullback or bullish kind of strikes? Can we?
We'll go through Daywise and see if you can get some idea. We'll discuss after this. So PCR, let me just finish this. Total PEC OI. This PCR that you see is for the selected strikes. Here I have selected near ATM 3 strikes. So these 3 strikes, call and put OI, that is used to build this PCR. Now here, if you see the values here, PCR is 0.72 here and 0.55 here and all that. So it will be different. Now, if you select all strikes here, again, back to 1.04 and 0.93 that we saw. So this is now again all strikes. So here, if you change near ATM, so you selected strikes PCR, you will find it here. Only in this tool, it is available. Otherwise, everywhere else in cumulative and all that, this is only all strikes. Whatever, even if you select near ATM here, it will always show you all strikes only. PCR is all strikes only. Diff is, of course, diff depends on near ATM, because diff is the difference of these two lines. So it is selected based on selected strikes. But PCR in cumulative OI change is always all strikes. For selected strikes, you will have to switch to total PEC OI. This is now selected strikes PCR if you want to monitor that. Okay, so that was about PCR. Oh, let me, okay, one thing for option buyers, one thing what I wanted to show about the price versus OI, who wanted, so somebody had asked for an idea. What was that about? Somebody had asked me. Let me just quickly briefly tell you what to look for in this. So the basic concept is this: you can identify trapped option writers using this. So option buyers can use this chart to find trapped option buyers. How to do that? Whenever you see OI steadily going up this way, that is, lots and lots of option writers have shorted this call. Huge OI has got built up. Now, once this happens, your option price is going down, call shorting is going on, option price will go down. That is the reason why more and more people are shorting. Now, what happens when all these shorters panic because price had started to go up? What will happen? Unwinding will start. This is your key buy signal. Option buyers, you need OI on your side. So you need this. You need huge number of trapped option writers. So you need to look for this kind of pattern. Look for big increase in OI. From 30 lakhs, it has gone to 65 lakhs. Huge 35 lakh increase, more than double OI. So they are trapped, and obviously price will go down. Once the price starts to go up, all these people, they want to exit now and book profits. And later, who have shorted late, now they want to just exit and save themselves. So huge these, because all these people have to buy this option to close their position, and that buying itself will fuel the price up. It will just push the prices up. So this pattern is necessary for option buyers. Just keep an eye on this pattern, and don't just try to buy just based on this pattern. Like here, enough people were not trapped, so here the move was not that much when the price started to unwind over here, because you need something like this huge buildup. And ideally, of course, in this case it was not there, but ideally it will be good if price is above the VWAP. So I mean, there are people who even grab this kind of signal, but you have to be very careful. So ideally, price being above VWAP would be better when this unwinding starts. And don't get it late after unwinding has happened for some time. Don't try to get into the trade over here, because it will be too late. The ideal would be when this unwinding starts, after a long build-up, unwinding starts over here, and price is just moving above the VWAP over here itself. It's a little bit far. People still try to just take it from here to here, or take this trade from here to here somewhere, but you have to be careful. You will see on something like any expiry, on expiry days, take a look at this pattern. You go to historical charts and take a look. You'll see the kind of moves that you can capture using this. Maybe let us go there quickly. Go to Bank Nifty, or even Nifty. Take a look at 23rd. Bank Nifty, 23rd. It's too late to capture. There was one. Where was Bank Nifty? 1 minute. Where was Bank Nifty on 23rd? 132.9. This, okay, this is a very good example. Huge buildup over here. Unwinding started over here. Big unwinding started here. Buy here or here, over here. Big moves can be captured. This is a little bit too much. This is below lot. I mean, too far from VWAP. I mean, people like to go for this kind of trades, but there's huge buildup. So obviously they are trapped. I mean, there's no guarantee that price will shoot up like this. But if you are ready, I mean, if you are very fast, you can capture move like this, because this are trapped. I mean, people have shorted like crazy. Huge buildup is there. This is build from steady buildup from morning. This is different, and this also is valid. This also is valid, but this is a lot more reliable because you know from the morning they have built up. This is the expiry day. They are waiting for this option to completely decay. I mean, they're still at around 41, 45, 51. They are thinking that okay, from VWAP it will keep go down. It will go down. And they can capture all the full price, but all these people are trapped. Once unwinding starts, that's it. Such kind of moves start, because all these are trapped. I mean, they have to close positions. I mean, they can't. This is expiry day. They can't wait. They can't adjust their position. There is no adjusting here. They just have to get out of the way, because otherwise it is going to be a big problem for them. So that's it. You need to look for these moves. What you can do is open an option snapshot, select say near the money 5, 7, 8 or whatever. Just hide IV. Now this is what you see is IV. Sorry, OI. This green that you see is OI. So now sit with this open on expiry day or any day, and see where you are seeing huge buildup. I mean, don't look for this. I mean, this was that NSE error, so you can't do anything. But here, I mean, OI is already flat over here. Don't look for this. Look for something like this when the OI has gone up for the whole day, because then that is where when unwinding starts, you can grab these moves. For buyers, you need these kind of moves. So for buyers, this is, or even it doesn't matter. I mean, strikes don't matter. You just need lot of OI getting built up. So see wherever you see on whichever side, you will see on one side where price is going down. So on that side, you will see that OI gets built up because they keep shorting. So then you just need to sit and wait. See wherever unwinding is starting, then just try to grab few points from here. So you can do this. This is about price versus OI. Main thing is the pattern. Main thing is to look for where OI has got trapped, or where there is a lot of buildup and there are potentially people who are trapped. I mean, they may not be trapped. It might decay from here. Price might go and continue and go to zero. So that also is a possibility. So, but there is a chance. If you sit and watch this, you will know. I mean, once unwinding starts, you can jump in. So you can just sit here and take a look, then jump. So that was about price versus OI. We have done PCR. What else is there? Any questions?
Buying जो होगा सर इसमें ये VWAP के ऊपर करना है सर.
Ideally VWAP के ऊपर better होता है. अब कुछ लोग यहाँ भी कर लेते हैं जो काफी डेंजरस हैं. यहाँ से जब अनवाइंडिंग यहाँ पे चालू हुआ तो आप यहाँ भी बाय कर सकते हैं, लेकिन बहुत फास्ट होना पड़ता है आपको. ये क्या है, आपको थोड़ा VWAP के अगर ऊपर जाता है, साथ में अनवाइंडिंग दिखता है, VWAP के ऊपर जाता है, तो थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा कि ATP is VWAP. ATP is, this is a very old tool, and that we have kept this ATP because in the data feed, the VWAP comes in as ATP. They call it ATP. So we have kept it ATP. We'll next update to this tool, we'll change it to VWAP. So it is basically VWAP.
प्राइस भी इसमें फिक्स रहेगा सर, ये जैसे स्टैक प्राइस जो दिखा रहा था 32900C
नहीं, ये तो ये मैंने चेंज किया है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मैंने जाके देखा कि मार्केट अंदाजा कहाँ पे ओपन हुआ है, 32.9 पे ओपन हुआ है, अंदाजा अराउंड 32.883 है मार्केट जब एक्सपायरी के दिन ओपन हुआ था। तो मैं अब यहीं पे वही स्ट्राइक को ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्योंकि वो जो अब यहाँ पे ओपन हुआ है तो यहीं से OI बिल्डअप होगा इसका। तो ये उसीलिए मैं 32.9 का ही यूज कर रहा हूँ यहाँ और इसी में बिल्डअप देख रहा हूँ। लेकिन मैं आपको जो बता रहा था कि ऑप्शंस OI स्नैपशॉट में जाके आप देखिए, ये 32.9 के आसपास जो भी है तो आप उसको यहाँ पे मॉनिटर कीजिए। आप सिर्फ 32.9 ATM मत देखिए, एट द मनी के 5 या 7 स्ट्राइक्स आप लगा के यहाँ पे सब मॉनिटर कीजिए और यहाँ पे देखिए कि OI कहाँ पे बढ़ रहा है, कहाँ पे बिल्डअप हो रहा है। वो आप देखेंगे तो फिर वो जाके उसको पकड़ सकेंगे आप। ये जैसे यहाँ पे बहुत ऊपर गया है OI, यहाँ से यहाँ बहुत फास्ट गया है, यहाँ पे आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी है। यहाँ पे जब जैसे यहाँ बहुत एकदम लो पे है, यहाँ पे जब अनवाइंडिंग चालू हुआ तो आप यहाँ पे एंटर कर सकते हैं। आप ये थोड़े पॉइंट्स तुरंत मिल जाएंगे आपको, 10-15 मिनट में मिल जाएंगे। तो ये आपको मॉनिटर करना है कि आप एक ही मॉनिटर करेंगे तो मिल जाएगा, लेकिन आप यहाँ पे अगर 4-5 स्ट्राइक्स देखेंगे तो आप देख सकेंगे कि कहाँ पे OI बिल्डअप हो रहा है। फिर आप जाके वो स्ट्राइक क्लोजली मॉनिटर कर सकते हैं। एक बार आप यहाँ देखेंगे कि यहाँ पे अनवाइंडिंग चालू हो रहा है, यहाँ पे बहुत OI बढ़ चुका है, यहाँ पे अनवाइंडिंग चालू हो रहा है, तब आप ये स्ट्राइक जाके यहाँ पे डाल सकते हैं और यहाँ पे मॉनिटर कर सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे एंट्रीज आप ले सकते हैं। ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन? और कोई क्वेश्चन? ये टाइम ऑलमोस्ट हो गया है, ये 5
that positional strikes, how to whether can
okay, positional strikes in terms of what kind of trading?
Yeah, like whether tomorrow bullish would be there or bearish would be continuing, how to at least
Okay, see this, currently the way it is going, it is extremely unpredictable. You are looking at it, I mean, there's one day to next day, I mean, don't know what is going to happen. If you see, so let us take this, let us take something like, let me close this. If you see huge changes are there every day. So, I mean, this was still fine over here, but if you see one day up, one day down here, there's absolutely no way to tell which way the market is going. So, see, one day short covering, then short build-up, short covering, short build-up, short covering, and long unwinding. So, if this is so unpredictable, so it is very, very difficult to say which direction the market is going to go. I mean, overall, if you see, you can if you look at 5-day build-up, you can rely on this for long-term trends. I mean, you cannot say what is going to happen the next day, but you can say what is probably what is going to happen in the next few days. Probably once this big trend was in place, then there was a you could have been almost sure that the overall trend is down, and you could have used that for your positional trading. But day to day, it is going to be extremely difficult. If you see positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, it happens like this. I mean, how would you predict? It's also volatile. There's absolutely no way to predict that. But over time, for 1 week, say if you want to initiate some trade on Friday and then take it carry to next expiry Thursday, then probably you can, like Iron Condor or something like that, or Iron Fly. So all that probably you can do it. So you can initially look at this and then initiate a slightly bearish one. So you can do that, or keep your risk slightly lesser on the bearish side. So you could do that. But exactly what is going to happen tomorrow, I'm assuming, I mean, the short covering and long build-up. So maybe bullish, but also tomorrow morning. But you can't say. I mean, it can be gap down also. There's absolutely no way to say. OI also, we have tried to do a lot of analysis, but it can change anytime. At least I can't say in which direction it's going to go next day. Okay, any other question? One quick thing, just if you want to see this volume OI change spikes also is there. After 10:30, 11 o'clock or so, what you can do is just load this report. If you want to see the kind of strength that is there in the market today, look at the volume change here. It should be huge, 100% plus. And this, of course, this is at end of the day, so it will be there. But what is going to happen is this will give you a very good idea of the current strength of the market, at least on that day. So that day, many times I've seen in the when the when the whole down move was going on, even on up days like this, there was absolutely no strength here. So whatever 100% plus 100% here volume change means, compared to previous day, volume is double today. So price also has to be positive and the volume has to be double the previous day. So then strength is there. So from Friday, there was a lot of positive change, price change was there, and lots of 100% volume changes were. So double volume. So good strength was there. But OI change was negative. So this was all short covering. This was all short covering. So this tool will give you some idea of the strength of the market. So this, even though this over here in Daywise tells you that a huge long buildup was there over here, overall the market was just short covering. Most were negative OI changes. Price change was positive. Huge volumes were there, but OI change was negative. So it is all short covering. So let us see tomorrow what happens. But this probably combination of these two will give you some idea. If you see the same thing on both sides, you are seeing long buildup here and here also a long buildup everywhere, lots of positive price changes, 100% volumes, and then all positive OI changes, then it's all bullish. Then maybe this can continue. Up. But tomorrow, no idea. Just because this was just short covering. So no idea what is going to happen. So at least I don't know what is going to happen. Okay. Any other question? Any other tools that you want?
So you said 5 days why we can check it out, and then at least for expiry trade we can positionally we can till expiry we can take.
Yeah, here what I would do is now currently on Friday you would position the trade slightly bullish, so you could do that. So because this is showing short covering, but this is still 5 days showing short covering. That is the issue. But long, if it was a completely long build up, then you could have positioned your trade slightly bullish for the whole week. And then of course your adjustments are going to be there, but you can start with a bullish trade basically, if this is all bullish. But here this is still short covering. That is my problem. Here also it is short covering. So that is why you will have to start with neutral. But yeah, you can get some idea. See, especially when the trend continues like this. So of course we don't know. I mean, even this can now tomorrow also, maybe by the end of the day tomorrow we can, maybe it will open gap up and then consolidate and move up. That is also possible. Then probably this will turn to long buildup. This also will be long buildup. This also turn to long buildup. Then you'll be more confident that yeah, last 5 days are now long buildup overall. So market can continue to go up. So this is what I had done over here. I was thinking of only shorts because or bearish trades. Because if you see this short buildup was there, OI change was positive overall, and price change was negative. That is why this is short buildup. So it was all indicating bearish until now. Over here, it started to change a little bit. But now let us see if this continues and shows more positive, then maybe lot more bullish trades can be placed, and you can carry those bullish trades. So what I do is basically this, I use this to tilt the position in the direction of what this is indicating. So of course, I'm ready to quickly adjust and go back to neutral or even go to switch to bearish. But at the moment, probably slightly bullish is still fine. So you can, that's the way you can position your trades. But yeah, nothing guaranteed here. You have to be ready for adjustments. This is the way I use it. Okay. Any other tool?
So how frequently we have this kind of sessions, sir? Monthly ones or 2 weeks once? How
Every weekend. Every weekend. Last weekend I couldn't take because I was a little bit tied up. There was so I couldn't take it. Otherwise, every weekend I generally on Sunday around 2:30. Today again I was busy in the afternoon, so I took it now. I try to take it every weekend. So I'm trying to make it more structured. So we'll actually maybe that week's moves and probably we can do, and we can even look at some trades and all that. So we'll do that. Some format change I'll do, and this general tool-based discussions I'm going to move by recording short videos, detailed videos of tools. So these sessions can be more towards actionable ideas, where how to exactly position yourselves and how to maybe adjust the trades and all that. So we'll move in that direction, but at the moment I'm using these as Q&A sessions. Any questions I'll answer. So we'll move towards more practical oriented also webinars also. We'll do that. But it'll be every week. We'll do it every week, every weekend, mostly on Sundays.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so that's it from me. So let us stop for now. And anything else is there, we can continue next weekend.